Hey y'all, let's talk apple pie. Is there anything more comforting? That warm, bubbly filling with sweet and tart apples, all tucked inside a flaky golden crust? It's pure happiness in every bite. And you know what makes it even better? Making it yourself. Don't worry, it's not as hard as you think. We're gonna make a pie from scratch that will have everyone asking for seconds. Making an apple pie is like sharing a piece of your heart. It's about slowing down, measuring with love, and creating something truly special. So grab your apron, put on some music, and let's get started. Before we start our pie adventure, let's round up our ingredients. Don't worry, this is a no-fuss recipe with things you probably already have in your pantry. For the crust, you'll need 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, plus a little extra for dusting, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of shortening, cold is best, and ice water, about half a cup. We'll add it slowly. Now for the star of the show, the apple filling. 6 cups of peeled and sliced apples. A mix of Granny Smith and Honeycrisp is my favorite. 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. See? Simple ingredients for a pie that's bursting with flavor. Okay, let's make our pie crust. This is the part that might seem a little intimidating, but I promise it's easier than you think. First, grab a big bowl and whisk together the flour and salt. Now take your cold shortening and cut it into small pieces. Use a pastry blender or even your fingers to work the shortening into the flour until it looks like coarse crumbs. Now, here's the trick. Slowly drizzle in the ice water, a little at a time, while mixing the dough with a fork. You want the dough to just come together, not be too wet. Once it forms a ball, divide it in half, flatten each half into a disc, wrap them in plastic wrap, and pop them in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. This chilling time lets the gluten relax, so our crust will be nice and tender. Section 4. The apple heart of the matter, preparing the filling. While our dough chills, let's get those apples ready. Peel, core, and slice them about 1/4 inch thick. I like to use a mix of Granny Smith and Honeycrisp apples for a perfect balance of tart and sweet. You can use your favorites though. In a large bowl, toss the sliced apples with the sugar, flour, cinnamon, salt, and lemon juice. Make sure all those apple slices are coated evenly with the yummy mixture. This filling is where the magic happens. The sugar caramelizes, the cinnamon adds warmth, and the lemon juice helps keep the apples from browning too much. Trust me, it's gonna be delicious. Section 5. Building your apple dream. Assembling the pie. All right, it's time to put it all together. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Take one of your chilled dough discs and roll it out on a lightly floured surface. You want it to be about 12 inches in diameter and big enough to fit in your pie plate with some overhang. Carefully transfer the dough into your pie plate and gently press it into the bottom and sides. Now, pour that beautiful apple filling into the crust. It's okay if it's piled high, it'll bake down nicely. Roll out your second disc of dough and decide how you want to top your pie. You can do a full top crust, a lattice design, or even just cut out shapes with cookie cutters. Once you've added your top crust, crimp the edges together to seal the deal. Cut a few slits in the top to let the steam escape while baking. For a beautiful golden finish, brush the top crust with a little milk or beaten egg. Section 6. Baking Day Bliss. Oven instructions and serving. All right, our masterpiece is ready for the oven. Bake the pie at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Then reduce the heat to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for another 30 to 40 minutes, or until the crust is golden brown and the filling is bubbly. To prevent the crust from getting too dark, you can cover the edges with aluminum foil during the last 20 minutes of baking. Once the pie is baked to perfection, take it out of the oven and let it cool on a wire rack for at least an hour before slicing. This allows the filling to set and prevents a messy slice. Serve your homemade apple pie warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a dollop of whipped cream. And there you have it, a slice of homemade heaven. Don't be surprised if you find yourself wanting to bake another one tomorrow.